Here at AIR, we know the importance of high-quality early care and education for all children, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds. It lays the foundation for kids' success in both school and in life. Yet in the United States, participation in high-quality ECE is relatively low compared to other middle and high-income countries. How can we ensure that disadvantaged children are engaged with the ECE systems? With support from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, our team here at AIR decided to explore what strategies are being used internationally. We looked at 17 countries in our study, primarily in Europe, and the goal was to understand how those countries were financing their ECE systems and engaging all children, including those from disadvantaged backgrounds. In reviewing the early childhood policies in these countries, 5 themes emerged that appeared to contribute to the high rate of ECE participation. They included a legal right or entitlement to ECE, that early childhood programs are affordable and accessible to children. There was strong financial support from governments for the early childhood systems. Countries are also working to engage children and their families in the ECE system much younger, say when they're an infant or toddler, rather than that year or two right before they go to school. There is also an emphasis on strong community connections between the ECE programs and the kids and families that they serve. That means efforts around parent engagement and a workforce that represents the diverse communities they serve. And finally, these are universal systems. They serve all children. While countries may target extra supports or services for disadvantaged children, they are served within the context of a universal system. And this really helps minimize inequality in the society. For example, in Norway, over 95% of children 3 to 5 years of age are enrolled in an early childhood program. The government has also made special efforts to ensure that poor immigrant families are included, either by providing them with subsidies if they're not eligible for free programs, or extending core hours if they need extra coverage while they're working. There are a number of reasons why U.S. participation rates in ECE is not as high as those in Europe. And those include issues around cost. It's just too expensive for parents to send their kids to childcare or preschool. Issues of supply. They cannot find a program in their neighborhood or near their job. And issues around parent education. Some parents don't realize the benefits of sending their kid to a preschool program. So it can be challenging to think, how can the United States ever mirror what's happening in Europe? But there are innovations happening here in the States. In places like Boston, in San Francisco, and more recently New York City, they're rolling out what we call preschool for all efforts that are designed to provide universal, high-quality, free preschool services to all children. We found from our study of other countries that the provision of universal services is the best way to ensure those kids are included. It's critical to serve all children within one system. So these efforts are happening in the United States. They're not at the scale that we see in Europe, but they do tell us that it is possible to implement a large-scale program for kids and their families while also maintaining quality.